Morning, YouTube. Oh, she's a little bit burresky in here. We've gotten a little bit of snow today. Supposed to get more tonight into tomorrow. I'll give you an idea what we got so far. That's it. Nothing spectacular. Just makes an inconvenience. I've already shoveled at about 5 o'clock this morning when I came out here to load my stove up. That's my new monitor for the laptop. Yep, free is better. Speaking of free is better, I wonder whatever happened to those two kids. Anyways, I'm working on a power washer this morning. I brought them in last night to get them to thaw out. What's the matter with my camera? There we go. That's better. So we'll see if there's anything good in here. I think it might have a cup of motor. Probably going to be pissing water. Or mouse droppings. Well, we shall find out. So I got the heat going, but it's hard to keep. It's not that warm out. I don't know if there's anything in there or not. Okay. You're not torque. What are you, too big? No screw in there. Okay, I think it's gonna end up being hammer time. It's this size. Nothing in there. Is that everything, or is there something in this big hole? There is. Alrighty. Oh, that came off all complete. That makes it a little simpler. Held on by the hose. No steel or nothing in there, it's just an empty cage. There ain't a whole lot to that, is there? There's the rest of the hydro wire. More plastic. Garbage day don't come soon enough. Held on by a couple, and you're not big enough. one issue with these things, they're full of oil. Make a heck of a mess on your workbench, or in your garage, or wherever you're playing with these things. You know? That's all going to come off today. Okay, that's fine. Insulated wire, a couple more pieces. Okay, that'll all come out. Good. Couple little brassy pieces on there. Ain't got time for that. Yeah, I do. Let's see what else is in there. Move over, please. Thank you. Please, to an inanimate object. The other trinkets are in there. Oh, there's some nice copper. See? Couple little silver pieces in there. That's it, just a plastic container now. Or garbage. So it's a holiday here in Canada called Family Day. It's a holiday in the U.S. called President's Day. I don't know if there's any holidays anywhere else in the world, but that's what's going on around here. And across the river, which is about 10 minutes away from me. Look at all that nice brassy pieces, eh? Stick you in there and pull you out. Or not. We just pull you apart. What's going on here? Why are you guys not coming out? You're not one piece. There we go. Send it flying. Now it's gone. Cool. I lost them all except this one. I can't get it out of the plastic. I just went for a poop on the floor somewhere. Well, they're in the garage, right? This guy come out. Goes in the shred. That goes in the plastic. I'll deal with you guys later. Put you in the bucket here. Okay. Now the oil will be in this part here. This will be the motor. We're all curious what kind of motor it is. It's copper. That takes a torque. Pop it open. Well, I appreciate everybody who came up on my stream yesterday in the chat and on the stream. Thank you very much. I thank you guys who all gave me the super chats. Thank you very much on that. Slow speed, steady as she goes. A lot of times you have it on high speed, you just strip the bolt. We don't care about the pump, do we? We just care. Wow, what do you think? Kind of pretty. It is heavy, but it still has a cast aluminum shell on it. Trusty knife. What do you think? Copper? Right by my finger. Woo, looks coppery to me. Now we gotta split him open. See, right now we'll deal with that later because we gotta get the oil out of it. But we're gonna pop him open. Gonna take you for a little ride. Woo, riding, riding, riding. That's where we're gonna bust them open. Right there. It's only aluminum, no need for a grinder. Any groove, I'm not being picky. There we go. You heard it. It's the thing about cast aluminum. Woo, see? I just got to get the bearing out of there. Isn't that a pretty motor? Especially now that we know it's copper. So one bearing has to come out to be clean. One hammer. One chisel. Oh yeah. There's the bearing. Clean cast aluminum. Can't argue with that. Okay. You're going for a flight. So, we know that's copper. Nice and heavy. We'll cut it down to one side, pull it out the other side, but we won't do that today. That thing is ice cold yet, even though it's been in here all night. Temperature in here right now is only 50 Fahrenheit. We're getting a nice cold north wind. So that's going to make everything a little bit chillier. So we'll continue on this guy. Allen keys. Oh, well, you can see that up there. Socket set. This guy might be too small. I don't know if I have the right size here. The socket set has them. They're jump sizes. So. Yeah, that don't work either. Went from 3/16 to a quarter, and neither one of them are any good. No. Look what's in the way here. TV. There we go. Okay, I have to make it stationary. You still seeing that all right? That was easy. I figured it'd be tighter than that. Maybe with the cold it's expanding or shrinking, or heat shrinks, cold expands. Hence why when water freezes in a bottle it expands and busts your bottle all the crap. Correct? Well, these are not very tight, so this thing was doomed. Was deemed, not doomed, deemed to fail. Oh, the place next door is not open. That's behind me, but they are loading truck transport with squish cars. That will come out of there. Now I can take this apart because the oil is staying in there, and I have to take it apart to get the rotor of the motor out. Now that's just all plastic, so that's garbage. It should be the same Allen key. These should be tighter. There we go. Yes, it is spring loaded, so have an eye. Because these are pistons, or valves, whatever you want to call them. I think they're pistons because they go up and down. Valves go up and down too, I guess. But you can see it's already pushing itself up, and I don't have the other two screws off yet. Out of the way. You just got to be cautious because they are under good pressure. You do them at the same time, kind of, sort of. You know, that one's holding, and you can undo this one, and he'll catch. And actually, it's not doing anything now. There we go. Now it's coming up. Come on, we get that one loose already. There we go. So yeah, don't be shy if you've never done one. Just play with it. Yeah, there's almost zero oil in there. See? Here they are. They come right out. They're already coming out on their own. I'm going to send you towards the bucket. So that's where I dump them. Push them out with a screwdriver or whatever you got. They just push right out. See? Get the bolts out. Well, this one had grease in it. There's a little gasket on here. Come on. And there's a couple plastic seals yet. You gotta come out. Doesn't take much to get them out. See, they're all out. Now we're clean cast aluminum. Oh, wrong bucket. Come on, you in there. Rubber seals in the garbage. So now we have a little bit of oil inside this guy. Not much. Actually, there's nothing in here. It's just grease. But if you look on this thing, it's beveled. So when it spins, that's what makes the valves go up and down. So I should be able to knock some bearings. There'll be some bearings will drop out. now I can get at that big nut that's in there. One nut after another. That's the only way you're going to get this off of there. So you can clean it up. Okay, I'm going to put you back up there. And sit up there so nice. I like it. Okay, we need a socket for you. Short extension. Yeah, free in the trash. Is that 11? Looks like it might be 11. Probably metric. We're going to try 11. Yeah, see, wasn't very tight, was it? You didn't see me struggle on that, did you? Mind you, they're not all the same. This one actually had a socket bolt in it. A lot of them have a torque bolt in them or an Allen key. See how tiny it is? Ain't much there. But it just keeps it in line. So now I got to take him out. That requires sometimes a little pounding and sometimes it just falls right out. See, it just fell out. I go and iron the aluminum bucket. And we just got to clean that part out yet. Sometimes it'll pop right out, but it's another bearing, so. Trying not to make this video too long. Part of it already fell out, but we got to get the main part of the bearing out yet. Hammer and chisel again. So there you have it. Voila. You can wipe that out if you want. It's not a big deal, but this one actually has a little extra, so I will. And there. Well, there's a seal on there yet. Gotta get that yet. The bearing seal. Same idea as what's in the rear end of your car. Well, front end maybe. Depending on what you have. There we go. All clean. Cast aluminum. And there you have it. So not too shabby. Truckload of cars going out. Little mess on the bench. Clean that up real quick. Because if you don't, then you have it everywhere, right? And my one tool, I got it. There we go. Oh, good. Keeps things from rusting, so we just have to clean this up yet. And that just requires this to be removed. That's all. It's just wedged in there. See? That's all. We don't have it wide enough to. There we go. That goes. Yeah, see? It was just wedged in there. It's got a little bit of steel on it. That's the rest of the cast. So that wasn't too bad. Just got to take the motor apart yet. There, I'll get it set up and show you. Falling over on me. I don't need that to happen. Doesn't that sound pretty? The sound of copper cutting. I like it. That being an older power washer, I'm not saying they all have copper motors because I've come across some where there's only aluminum. But you don't find out until you dig them out of their shell, right? You get all that nice cast aluminum out of them. Irony aluminum, depending on where you are and how your yard treats it. You saw what my yard paid for irony aluminum. It's better than shred, you know. Tape off of there. Okay. I know it probably would have been easier to cut them right off at the end, but you know how stubborn of an ass I am. It puts up a fight. Sometimes I like a good fight. It's not too heavily varnished. There's a bigger screwdriver. And this is where Bert's tool would come in handy, you know. One of these days I'll make one. But until that happens, Tall Dan had a good idea too with that nasty looking hook. But if it works, it works, right? I have a hook similar to that. We used it for bales as a baling hook. Come on. there we have it. Woo! Easy 2 pounds. Shit. Well, now I gotta find a box for that. Yeah, 2 pounds. So that'll do it. Woo! Like, subscribe, and share or not. Look at the mess I get to clean up. My box actually totally destroyed itself. I'm gonna have fun. Have a nice day.